40 laps on tap for the Pro Stocks as they get ready to rock and roll. The Bristol Toyota Pace Truck pulls down to the center of the infield, and we are ready to go when they come off of turn number 4. Andrew Gomes and Mike Brightman wind it up off the corner. Green flag is out. Pro Stocks are underway down into turn number 1.
Down into turn number 1. Brightman goes to the lead. He was so close last week. Jumps right out to it in 3 and 4.
Off the corner he comes, sets the pace. Gomes sits in the number 2 spot off of turn number 4. Down into 1, battle for second. Here comes the 46 of Dylan Estrella looking to the outside, down into turn number 3.
Into 3 and 4. Brightman leads the way. Gomes holding off Pelland and Estrella, but for how long? They work down into 1 and 2. Here comes Pelland to the inside.
Pelland down low into 3 and 4, looking for that top spot. Down off the corner they come, and it is Pelland into the number 2 spot. He's got Arrenegado trying to follow through in 3rd.
Off of turn 2, down the backstretch. Brightman has opened up the lead. Pelland sits there in 2nd. Battle for 3rd between Vinnie Arrenegado and Andrew Gomes as they come off turn number 4.
Gomes working the high side. Arrenegado working down low as they come off of 4. Then they've got the 46 of Estrella and the 52 of Darling right behind. Burns and Lascuola follow them down low off of turn number 4, down into 1 as Brightman is broken away. Pelland up into the number 2 spot. He's trying to close in that gap.
Vinnie Arrenegado has that 3rd spot now over Andrew Gomes, but Dave Darling right there in tow. That battle's going to continue down into 1 and 2.
Off the corner they come, chasing that 27. Brightman looking to get into victory lane for the first time this year. Last week was a little bit of a tease. This week, 7 laps in, he's got a comfortable advantage over the rest of the field. Darling now slides up into 4th with Burns and Lascuola in tow.
Off turn 4, across the stripe. Mike Brightman in that black number 27 Machine Advantage Truck Group down home fence, leading the way into 3 and 4.
Darling up to 4th now. Here comes Burns right behind him into the top 5. They roll down into turn number 1. Estrella shuts the door on Lascuola, takes a look to the inside of Gomes, down off at turn 2.
Into turn 3 and 4. The leaders have worked themselves single file. You look back, the battle is between Estrella and Gomes as they work down into 1 and 2.
Dylan Estrella down on the inside. Up top is Andrew Gomes as he continues to backslide on the top side. Nick Lascuola right behind. Battle for 3rd starts to get hot and heavy. Darling down to the inside of Arrenegado. Off the corner they come. Arrenegado with the advantage into 3, but look at the closing rate for Darling.
Off turn 4, Darling closing the gap. He's got a nose on Vinnie Arrenegado, looking for more. Working into the 3rd spot, they work down the backstretch.
Into 3 and 4, Darling edges out, takes over position number 3. Sets his sights on Pelland as Burns tries to follow through, but Arrenegado shuts the door on the rookie.
Off turn 2, down the backstretch. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all nose to tail as they work off turn 4.
Jacob Burns with a run down on the inside. Arrenegado caught up top one more time as they hit 3 and 4, 1 and 2. Down low is Burns, up top is Arrenegado as Lascuola has gotten by Gomes and Estrella up into the 6th spot. Here comes Darling down to the inside of Pelland, up into the number 2 spot, off of turn number 2.
Into 3 and 4. The battle now. Darling has 2nd over Pelland. They work nose to tail down into 1 and 2. Brightman continues to skate away with the lead down the backstretch.
As we saw last Saturday night, Brightman leads the charge. Darling sits in 2nd. Pelland holding on to 3rd. Here comes Burns down underneath Arrenegado, looking for 4th. They run side by side down into 3 and 4.
Off turn 4, across the stripe. Mike Brightman leading the way. Dave Darling starting to open up the gap over the 12 of Pelland as they work down the backstretch.
Into 3 and 4, and little by little, Darling is closing in that gap. That lap times just a little bit quicker for Darling, about half a tenth. They roll down into 3, 20 down, 20 to go. Brightman and Darling 1 and 2, and again that lead is dwindling by a minuscule amount.
Dave Darling starting to reel in the leader slowly but surely. Halfway home, little bit past halfway, 19 laps left to go here. Dave Darling has some work to do.
Off the corner into 3 and 4. Mike Brightman trying to get into the top 6. He is close, only about 22 points. Can tonight be the night he gets a big chunk of that back? Leads it across the stripe at lap number 23.
23 down, 17 to go. Mike Brightman trying to run away from Dave Darling. Here comes Jacob Burns looking for that third spot, battling with Pelland down into turn number 3.
Pelland caught up top, Burns down on the inside as they cross the stripe. Pelland holds on that time as they roll down into 1 and 2. Burns puts the RJF plumbing and heating machine through its paces down low. He and Pelland, they come together. They break apart. They race down into turn number 1.
Down off turn 2. That battle continues for third spot. Up front, though, Dave Darling slowly but methodically reeling in Mike Brightman as the laps continue to dwindle down.
26 laps complete. Tonight could be Brightman's night to finally shine on his daughter's 24th birthday. Leads it down into turn number 1 while we keep an eye on that battle for third. Pelland continues to grind that outside lane, keeping Burns tight down low. Into 3 and 4 they go. Pelland's got the advantage as they come off of 4 and holds on to that third spot that time.
They work down the backstretch. Mike Brightman leading Dave Darling. Battle for third continuing. Jacob Burns door to door with Bobby Pelland III off turn 4.
Pelland continues to keep him at bay with Arrenegado sitting right behind that fight. 10 laps to go this time by. Darling is within 3 car lengths of Brightman down into turn number 1. Is tonight going to be the night that Brightman holds on for his first win of the season?
9 laps until that storyline is finished. Mike Brightman leading the way off turn 2, down the backstretch. Dave Darling right there in tow.
Into 1 and 2 they come. 2 car lengths separate the top 2, but it's only 8 laps remaining. Darling catching Brightman is one thing. Darling getting by is something totally different. They roll down into 3 and 4. Nose to tail off the corner with 7 laps remaining. Burns edging out this time ahead of Pelland. They roll down into 1 and 2. Pelland battles back on the outside. Speaking of the outside, Darling looks around the 27 off of 4.
Vinnie Arrenegado watching the battle out his windshield of Jacob Burns and Bobby Pelland III, waiting for the opportunity if it'll arrive. 5 laps left to go. The battle for the lead heating up.
5 more circuits to go, and Darling puts the Water Whiz machine through its paces up on the outside. They roll down into 3. Brightman down low, Darling up top. They come off the corner. Darling looking for a crossover, settles it in. Takes another look to the outside, down into 1.
The 27 of Brightman is playing defense here, trying to hold off Dave Darling. In 3 and 4, it'll be 3 laps to go at the stripe.
Brightman on the inside. Darling moves up top, puts the Seekonk Grand Prix even Steven off of 2, but Brightman is able to get away by a half a car length. Twin sticks in the air. Battle for the lead off of 4. 2 to go that time.
2 more times around for mighty Mike Brightman. Is tonight the night? He's going to have to hold off Dave Darling. Darling right there in turn 3.
Off of turn number 4 they come. The white flag is out. Darling continuing to look to the outside. They roll off of turn number 2. Brightman with a half a car length advantage into 3 and 4 for the final time. Darling with a crossover move. Not in time. Brightman picks up his first win of the season. Darling in for second. Burns in for third. Arrenegado fourth. And rounding out the top 5 is Bobby Pelland III.
Dylan Estrella brought it home 6th. Nick Lascuola was 7th. Andrew Gomes 8th. Mark Jenison 9th. Kenny Spencer 10th. Colby Fournier.
Stock victory lane for the first time this year, Mike Brightman. Congratulations. It looked for a while that it was going to be an easy road. Once you got out front, you had a nice, comfortable lead. But then again, here comes Dave Darling to really put the pressure on.
It's never easy with him. We didn't have any tires stagger up. We took shots in the dark. The right rear was from opening day. It's a stone. I felt on a lap 20 out there. We're hanging on sideways. I got to thank him for racing me clean. It was one of those deals I used up way more racetrack than I wanted to, but we got old tires and Damn, does this feel good. I got to thank everybody, but before I thank anybody, happy birthday, Haley. My dad, my brother, my daughter Emily, my daughter Haley, my daughter Michaela, little Paisley's first trip in Pro Stock Victory Lane, the baddest wife on the planet right there. And all the boys. My dad, Matt, who's not here, JJ, little Kenny, Harry for keeping this bad Larry look so good. It's tough with me. Tough Knuckles. I appreciate all you guys. My aunt for putting on a fundraiser, my grandmother for bringing us here all these years, all my sponsors, ATG, Bro Roofing, 101% Always Hockey Clinics, Sean Parker Professional Driving, Leach Auto Body, Down Home Fence, the boys in turn 3 and 4 that burned it down with us. ATG again for sticking with us and not giving up on us. I mean, we weren't fast this entire year, and we sucked, and I apologize for that, but we're gaining on it. Thank you for Quality Fruitland for all those awesome sandwiches, too. Thank you so much, guys. My cousin Gary helped me out all these years. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Johnny and my Aunt Cheryl for all the years helped me. Thank you. And Tom and Deb, God bless. Thank you, Steph.
Last week, I made the mention that it was a tease to lead all those laps and finish third. Did it give you that hunger again, that taste that you really needed this?
It definitely felt good to lead last week. It absolutely sucked to lose the lead, and I wasn't going to just give up without a fight. There's no doubt David had the faster car. I had to take 2 lanes to take the win, but we're hungry for our first this year.
Congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane. The Tom and Deb, everything you had to unseat them for victory, but, man, this car was fast, just a little tight.
Yeah, it was quick. I mean, no caution, chase them down. It's going for the win. It kind of is what it is. I don't know if the car could have been any better to make it any better, really. You know what I mean? It just hats off to them. Been running good the last 2 weeks. Probably, 40 lap last week, had the win. Grabbed a win this week, and, congrats to them. Clean race, no cautions, cars in one piece.
Got to feel real good going into next week.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank Jeff Bellier. Another setup this week. Worked really well. Johnson Landscaping, Bristol Toyota Scion, Water Whiz, Gary Johnson, my dad, Wayne Darling, Diane, the whole crew, Tommy, Kevin, Shannon and everybody. So I guess I had, another good week.
Great run. Second place for Dave Darling. The third place finish for Jacob Burns. And Jacob, way to come through the field. No cautions. Traffic was a little tough at first.
Yeah, for sure. I needed a caution once I got into third. Those guys were checked out. Mike was fast tonight. He earned it. It's good to see him back in victory lane. David checked out. He just started on the bottom. He got by those guys quick, made quick work of them. I just couldn't get on the gas. A little free coming up off the corner. And then, Bobby and Vinnie were just good on the top, a little bit more grip up there. So they held me up a little bit. But those guys are running quick every week, so it's fun to race with them. Looking forward to next week.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, huge thanks to my uncle, Timmy Potter, for setting this up. This thing was bad fast. Just wish we could show it. Huge thanks to all the sponsors, my spotter, Mikey Cooper, and the fans that came out tonight.
All right, great run. Third place for Jacob Burns. How about a round of applause for our podium finishers? Finishing third, Jacob Burns. Second is Dave Darling. And in victory lane for the first time this year, picking up the 40-lap main event and the Tom and Deb Scully Memorial is Mike Brightman. What a night of action we've had here for you tonight. Want to thank each and every one of you for joining us on a picture-perfect, beautiful Saturday night. Thank you for joining us here. Next week, we close out the regular season and get ready for the Sunoco Chase for the Cup. On Friday night, Fast Fridays, Saturday night, NASCAR Under the Lights. Be sure to join us as we continue on our 80th anniversary. On behalf of the staff and management here at the Seekonk Speedway and for the family of the late DeAnthony and Irene Vendetti, for Miles, I'm Kevin saying thank you for joining us here tonight. Drive carefully and remember to support those who support the sport.